find yourself looking for a calendar, but it's just not manly enough? That's too basic. I don't want my friends to think I'm gay when they come over. We are not going back there again. Did you see his calendar? The one calendar Kenworth never made. Whoa, not that manly. That's pretty cool. Would be cool to make a logging calendar. Yo, this is pretty dope. Now you can get yourself 12 months of C500. It's the sickest calendar ever built. Pick it up today, fourth wall. Link in the description below. Thanks for the support. Now back to the show. All right, it's the next day after the extreme snowfall warning, which, just like always, everything was half melted and it was almost, you're like, winter. Fucking get your shovels back out. I didn't put it away, no, but today, mission, coming back from dropping off that premix, get out of the way, bunny, premix tank that we hauled Calgary to Nisku. Yo, I want a little bit of sand up in here. Was just going by Morningside, which is almost Lacombe, which is like good timing to call. He's like, hey, do you want to go pull some stuff up some hills with the bed truck? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I'm like, what? It's like, well, we got this coil. I'm like, okay. But the truck has just moose catcher bumper. I'm just like, I don't know why you would want to set yourself up to pull that much weight and not have a bumper. I'm like, what do you guys do? I guess, like, you just don't do jobs where there's no hills or what? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not knocking the company or anything. I'm just like, put a bumper on your fucking trucks if you want to get pulled around by bed trucks, because it severely handicaps us to be able to do it properly and not have a catastrophe where, hey man, we be all spun out. Last thing should happen is that anybody should go down the hill backwards. I'll be putting on 2 sets and a steer just in case if I gotta hit the toolies to do something, you know? So we put 4 concrete blocks on the bed truck. I'm like, all right. He wanted to put 6. I probably should have put 6, but you know, you're always an achiever, assumptions, and you're just like, I'm like, dude, well, I thought they were 5 a piece, but they're only 4,000 pounds a piece, so. Oh, it's snowing again all of a sudden, sweet. So he's like, yeah, just come back, go get the Raylin bed. While you're at Raylin, get some concrete blocks. They have a bunch in their yard. Put them on the bed, chain them down, then come back to the shop. And then, yeah, be out there for 6 in the morning. I'm like, 6? So, yeah, I was signed up to leave at like 3 in the morning. I'm like, okay, me and Corey are going. Same guy that came with me last time I did the stuck and toe. Deer. Oh no, 3 bunnies, just really close. It had that micro feeling to it. We did a step 1 last year, the year before, in brown bed that we had. And yeah, same thing, cow catcher. I'm like, dude, we are not making it up this hill unless if I lift you up. I'm like, I can't just pull you empty with nothing. I'm like, this is how it works. Bed trucks. We lift up. See this bumper that I got? We put these on our tractors so we could like root and toot and lift you up to the moon and just like take your wheels. They don't have to be this far off the ground, but as soon as the wheels are off the ground, you're not going to get any more weight. But I like to butt up And some guys know what I'm talking about. You just butt your bumper up to their roll so you can fucking... when I'm in the tractor and the bed truck's picking me up, if I can, I'm giving her full tilt. I'm grabbing gears. I'm pushing the bed truck sometimes. But anyways, that's how I'm like, dude, we are making fucking $1.55 a liter. Fuck you. What the fuck? What the fucking snowstorm? It was supposed to not be snowing anymore. Fuck. Bullshit. Nothing better than trying to get out to somewhere in a snowfall. It's 3:16 a.m. So yeah, I woke up to my phone. It's like, yeah, it's pushed till 7 a.m., not 6 a.m. I'm like, well, I was already in bed and I woke up because, yes, I got up at 12:15. I went to bed at like 8. So yeah, 4 hours, 15 minutes of sleep from not greatest, but pretty common here in the oil field. It's not because I wasn't home. I was home, I was dumping footage. I talked about it. I was having a whiskey, I was having a beer. Time just got away. I'm like, you can't just go home and every time it's like shovel dinner down my mouth, have a shower, add force. It doesn't work that way for me, man. Especially after driving in a snowstorm all day, pulling the wheeler. I'm like, I gotta unwind a little bit here. I'm like, I need to just... But anyways, we'll grab the bed. I already got it at our shop, inside, warm. Concrete blocks are on and chained down. We gotta go out there, we gotta pull a coil, and we gotta pull the crane. Maybe not in that order, but we're out on the Pado Road, which is out on the Jackfish. So the tow and go, crane, coil, Jackfish, Pado, huge bust. I go out there anticipating cool footage. First thing I do is I forgot my 360 camera in my pickup, so then I was mad because I had a swamper. I always make Corey, I'm like, Corey, here, hold this, stick it out the window. Well, I'm doing towing. That's what we did last time, but I had my X3 last time. Me and Corey did this kind of coiled tow job. So the footage was shit because it was like pitch black. And I basically don't tow a guy and then have my backup lights just blinding the guy so he can't see nothing. So yeah, would have been cool to get some footage. Everybody had no issue. I was just like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure as long as your truck's good. Bro had the coil T800 Kenworth. He had 2 sets on and a steer, so I'm like, dude, it's easier to come out than it is to go in the pedo. Going in, there's lots of up and up and up, and you just kind of have to chug away at it. But everybody's got different preferences. The crane, they ordered chains for the crane and somehow only had one. I pull up, I'm like, dude, you only have one? Uh-oh, sliding. Tire chain on the fucking crane? Like, where's your... You have one set? He's like, no, we ordered them and only one showed up, or we've tried to get more. And I'm just like, man, you guys are driving this mammoth crane into these kind of places, one tire chain. Fuck, man, brawler. Some shit needs to be in order, but who knows if it's whose problem, whose fault. Like, did you bring this up? Is somebody on top of it? Are you like, hey man, we need another tire chain? Crane guys? Because they rotate, right? Like, well, they don't really rotate. It's just like whatever crane's in the yard, this crane you're taking. Certain cranes do certain jobs because they're all different sizes, coming from 250 all the way down to 170. I don't even know how many we have now anymore. We got like 5 or 6. I'm just like, it's ridiculous. Over a year, we've accumulated 6 cranes. Maybe a year and a half. So yeah, there was nothing going on. Like, I didn't get to do any stuck in tow, so I basically drove out there, chained up, went in there, waited 2 hours for them to be ready to leave. Led the pack out, convoy, loaded, getting on the pedo at 25, all the way out to the beginning of the jackfish at 0 there, and we all unchained, and I took off like a bandit, doing 92 kilometers an hour ahead of the coil and the crane. I went back to rail in, unloaded those blocks, and parked the bed, plugged it in, put the key back on the right key tag hook, and one thing that would have been good was the cold start from catch-up, because I just left catch-up there laying. I'm like, it wasn't plugged in, wasn't nothing, wasn't supposed to be super cold, but must have been like minus 15 overnight, and by the time I got back at like 10:30, 11, and I don't think it was super happy. When I started, I was like, ooh, that would have been a cold start for the books, and I didn't get it. Anyways, panel skids, double suck. Oh, you guys love double sucking content. Panel skids, new wave ones, they're loaded vertically and skids, and I think I got 2 trips. We're going out to Rapid Creek × 2, just barely off the Sunchild, like the first 0.8 and 0.8 and 1.4 or something down the wrap. I'm gonna get all the green lights. Oh yeah, this is the photo radar one. Slow her down. It's your favorite loads. There's yellow paint. They're like, yeah, they're marked with yellow paint. I'm like, okay. Is there more than some that are marked with yellow paint? Some that's blue. I'm like, we should color code them all. Problem solved. What is there, one behind this one? There's 3 of us, yeah. And I gotta come back too, so. It's kind of close to that. I wish we'd get rid of this tank. We should stuff this tank back here. We could bring that brown Titan tank here that we haul all the time. Would be ideal, I think. But what do I know? I'm like going to Sylvan's yard. Like, their yard's great, but it's also hard to get in and out of when you're tromboned, and it's icy there too. Anybody got a flat tire first thing? Got a bit of an ish. A little bit. Well, I think we could fix it. Try to, anyways. Alright, so at least it should come off the trailer now. Got it over so it's not completely sideways. Not some of my finest work. That's what you do when you're in a tight spot. Trailer's snowing. I think it was even tilted to that side too. So it's just like, oh, this is great. Wouldn't want that snatch block falling off. Alright, all chain down. Flop, 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 flop. As we like to call it, I guess, in the oil field. Oh, it's got the center chain on it, it's tight. Pulling back, pulling forward, in at both ends, basically. Not cross-chaining in the back. I think it's kind of unnecessary. Pins are in, even though they shouldn't be because they're not secure. It's definitely not going to go anywhere. It has potential to still slide side to side on the back, as it can on the front. Just don't go into traffic circles or anything, like making your turns. Nice and slow. Giddy up, get go. Sitting there at the approach waving at me, and I'm just like, no, I got my directions are to go over here, but he wanted them on this side of the road, which was not on my dispatch. So I'm just like, no, I'm like, where's your radio? Don't you have a radio? Why didn't you tell me on the radio? And then yeah, it's like back across the road. I'm like, okay, you watch for traffic. And yeah, he's like, well, I wanted to talk to you. I'm like, well, if I would have stopped, I wouldn't have made that hill barefoot. Well, you gotta make the hill. Into the sun. Lovely. Yo, up close and personal. Just a slight downhill to the passenger side, just enough to make everything fucking migrate, not like a bird. Caught the pin, that's why I went whoop. Like fifth lift with this swing. Not even broke in yet. Oh, have been that fresh mix tank. Probably had some sharp edges because it was brand new, right? All right, back for another load.
Little pick up the bumper. Boy. Gotta put her in the old higher you line to get enough speed.
Attaboy, yeah, no. Let a little boy get another ramp in a 1 in a bit. close to that side, which is bad because it might fall off the roll, and it's the same thing I had when I dropped off the last set. And it'll probably be, it's a little bit slope where we're unloading. So, yeah. Just bullshit after bullshit here today with these. All the ground's full of like humps. You can't really get lined up properly because of that blue tank, and then you're on a side angle because of that blue tank. I'll go back and give him a hand here. probably a sheet of ice underneath all of this.
There's a little slack there.
kind of wrapped around the other C-ring here because I didn't want to be out in the snow. But every time I give a little pull, I'm sliding sideways just a little bit. It's just lengthening his chains in the middle. Just leave it there, just in case. Making trail. Gloves! Oh, I got snow on my boot now. Ah, winter. Teamwork makes the dream work. Idiot parks in the snowbank. Get out of this one.
On Rapid Creek.
Frost heave. Welcome to Alberta. Not out of the woods yet. I got a preload for tomorrow. What time is it now? It's 4:34. We're gonna go to Fraction. That's probably gonna take us like 2 hours to get to Fraction. Load a minion, probably the bulkhead minion like I always get. And he's only got one roll, so he should get the panel skid for sure. That's why we just had to pull his load back. I'm like, just stick with somebody today because you're gonna have problems. You have one roll, and I think the panel skid will actually sit in between the rear roll and the middle row. That's how much of a gap there is. I'm just like, it's horrible for 400s, that trailer. 400s aren't as bad, but still. Even these, you put them down and it's just ice, and every time he'd lurch ahead, he's like skating towards them. So yeah, I paired him up. Accidentally grabbed his load this morning because I was just looking for yellow paint. And he's like, those are mine. I'm like, well, you should go with somebody. So you're with somebody, or else he would have been up there by himself where I was first thing this morning, trying to unload. And yeah, it would have been disastrous. I know it. So it worked out perfect. And I was able to yard that backwards off him. That works good, so. Sweet, it's pointed right at this propane mullet beside me. Trailer. Oh well, I'll pick it up, get it out of here, and then redo, I guess. What do you do? That's what you do. I just said it. You listening? Yeah. Minion bulk. I told you guys before, this bottom panel stays connected all the time. It gets erected, and that's the first panel to start off, and they just build it in a circle with these panels, and then the other skid that bro's loading down there, and then different kind of C-rings. Got all sorts of stuff here at Fraction. This one inflates, so it's got fans. Here's a fan here, and it's got a liner that goes inside. They just flip the switch, it's like fills up. Fuck you then. Be wide, wider than it needs to be. end does. When the whole skid is bent straight up at an angle, like it's so pointless. I only put that one in so I kind of try to straighten it out. It was crooked, but I don't know how that gets so messed up. Whatevs.
Drunk style.